Welcome to the Weekly Dose, a Pharmacy Times broadcast bringing you the latest clinical updates, regulatory decisions, and expert insights shaping the pharmacy profession. I'm Danielle Valetti, and today I'm joined by Kennedy Ferrugia.
Each week, we break down the top stories impacting pharmacists across specialties, from clinical practice and emerging therapies to regulatory updates and patient care. Let's begin with this week's top story.
New data from an indirect treatment comparison suggests oral semaglutide may offer greater weight loss than Orforglipron in adults with obesity or overweight. The Orion analysis found oral semaglutide 25 milligrams was associated with about a 3 percentage point greater reduction in body weight compared with Orforglipron 36 milligrams, using data from separate phase 3 trials.
Beyond efficacy, the analysis also pointed to potential tolerability differences. Patients receiving Orforglipron had higher odds of discontinuing treatments due to adverse events, including gastrointestinal side effects, which remain a key consideration across the GLP-1 class.
These findings arrive at a notable moment in the oral GLP-1 landscape, as pharmacists and clinicians weigh convenience, tolerability, and expected weight loss outcomes across a growing number of options. Survey data included in the report also suggests most patients did not view oral semaglutide's empty stomach dosing requirements as especially disruptive.
For pharmacists, the key takeaway is that comparative data like this, even when indirect, can help inform shared decision-making with patients. Counseling on GI side effects, adherence expectations, and what patients value most in a treatment option will remain central as competition in the GLP-1 space continues to intensify. Turning now to this week's KOL feature, the growing role of pharmacists in sports medicine. Ahead of the Sports Pharmacy Summit, Pharmacy Times spoke with Brandon Welch, PharmD, president of Sports Pharm, about how the field is evolving and where pharmacists are beginning to make a meaningful impact in athlete care. Welch said one of the biggest themes this year is a shift towards a more personalized, data-driven care.
He explained that clinical decision-making is increasingly being guided by performance metrics and biomarkers, including heart rate variability, sleep data, and VO2 max, alongside more traditional pharmacotherapy considerations. As he put it, quote, "We're seeing a clear shift from generalized care to more individual strategies, all the way down to more precise data-driven decision-making."
He also highlighted where the field is heading next, pointing to personalized medicine and pharmacogenetics as areas with significant potential to improve both safety and performance outcomes. At the same time, he said there was a still major opportunity for pharmacists to expand their presence, particularly at the collegiate level, where many programs do not yet have dedicated sports pharmacy support.
When it comes to day-to-day practice, Welch stressed the importance of medication safety, especially in the context of supplements, stimulants, and complex regimens. As he put it, quote, "There are a lot of medications out there that can impact an athlete's performance inadvertently." He added that understanding drug interactions, adverse effects, and timing of therapy in relation to training and competition is where pharmacists can provide real value.
For pharmacists looking to enter the field, Welch recommended practical steps such as attending conferences, completing anti-doping education, pursuing certifications, and seeking on-hand rotation experiences. Ultimately, his message was clear. Pharmacists should not shy away from sports medicine. As athlete care becomes more specialized, the pharmacist's role in ensuring safe, effective, and performance-conscious medicine use will only continue to grow.
In regulatory news, the FDA has approved a higher dose regimen of Nusinersen for the treatment of spinal muscular atrophy. The updated regimen is designed to increase drug exposure in the cerebral spinal fluid, with clinical data showing improved motor function outcomes while maintaining a safety profile consistent with the original dosing strategy. This approval may offer an important new option for patients who require greater therapeutic effect, while also introducing new considerations around dosing, administration, and monitoring.
For pharmacists, that includes careful management of administration schedules, coordination with specialty care teams, and counseling patients and caregivers on expected outcomes and potential adverse effects. It also underscores the broader trend towards optimizing existing therapies through dose adjustment and precision approaches, rather than introducing entirely new agents.
The FDA also approved Orforglipron, the first GLP-1 receptor agonist pill for weight management that can be taken without time, food, or water restrictions. In clinical trials, the once-daily oral agent demonstrated significant dose-dependent weight loss, along with improvements in cardiometabolic measures such as blood pressure, lipids, and glycemic control.
This approval marks a major shift in the GLP-1 landscape, potentially improving adherence for patients who struggle with injections or complex dosing requirements. However, as with other agents in this class, GI side effects remain a key consideration, and pharmacists play a central role in counseling, titration support, and expectation setting.
Together, these decisions highlight continued momentum in both rare disease and chronic weight management, as well as the expanding role of pharmacists in navigating new therapies, optimizing treatment plans, and supporting patient adherence.
This week's news highlights the rapid evolution of pharmacy practice across weight management, rare disease, and sports medicine. From new comparative data in the oral GLP-1 landscape to expanded clinical opportunities for pharmacists in athlete care, the profession continues to grow in both scope and complexity.
Pharmacists remain central to interpreting these developments, ensuring safe implementation, and guiding patients through an increasingly complex medication environment. You can read more about today's stories on pharmacytimes.com, and be sure to follow us on social media at @PharmacyTimes. For Pharmacy Times, I'm Danielle Valetti.
And I'm Kennedy Ferrugia. Thank you for watching The Weekly Dose. We'll see you next week.